Okay, so this is what y'all are getting from me today. I need you to look at me and not the background. Look at me. Don't look there. Look at me. I am your captain now. I went to O'Sha's and I sat down and I decided to get some oysters in the half shell. But you have to eat those there, so insert some really like dark footage of me eating oysters, like Darkening Game of Thrones episode 3. But I wanted to get some pad thai, and I just had this for dinner the other day, and it was so bomb. And I needed it to be the same quality. This hotel, I'm in San Francisco right now, and this hotel that we're staying in literally has like the thinnest walls. It's crazy. So, this is it. Just eating out of a to-go box. Yes, I carry chopsticks with me everywhere. Let's eat. Oh, look how hot it is. I'm so excited. Some chicken. And stuff comes with lime. I just spray it on there anyway, whether it needs it or not. This doesn't need it, but I wanted it. It's so hot. So, I can talk about a few things. First, my trip to San Francisco. I've had fun. I went and took the trolley the other day. Trolley broke down. Going and coming. Both ways. $7 one-way trolley. Broke down. I went down and did all the touristy stuff. Like I went to Fisherman's Wharf and walked around. I had a homeless man look at me square in my face and say, wow, woo, yum, yum. Oh man, you are so pretty. I just had to tell you that. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, hot mess. That was some really good egg. But in a world of aviation, there's been a lot of stuff going on lately. We had the whole crash that happened. Now, mind you, I don't know all the details, so if I get some stuff wrong, like, feel free to correct me. But I believe it was a Russian airline that crashed. They like got struck by lightning or something like that on the way down. Regardless, it caused this huge fire and 40 people died. No. We're trained to evacuate an aircraft in 90 seconds, right? Some of those people died on there because people are idiots and decided to clog up the aisle trying to get their bags. We do not say leave everything for fun. So frustrating because a flight attendant died on that aircraft going back on trying to save people that probably wouldn't have needed to be saved if people weren't on there trying to grab their bags, clogging up the aisles. Like, there's nothing that is in your luggage that is more important than a human life, period. A lot of people, if you get on the sites online, are saying like that the people that clogged up the aisle that were like known like to clog up the aisles to take their bags that were coming out of that aircraft with luggage should be tried for murder. Number one, it's federal aviation regulation to comply with crew member instructions. So if I'm telling you to leave everything and we're evacuating off the aircraft and you're grabbing your bags, that means that you're not complying, which means that you should be charged with a felony, right? Federal aviation regulations. Now, there's some stuff that's kind of like, yeah, we want you to do it for your safety, but I'm not trying to like have people run around with felonies getting locked up and stuff. But if you're affecting people's livelihood, people's lives, kids' lives, kids died on that aircraft, then absolutely I feel like you should have some sort of penalization. Yeah. It's just so good. In other news, there was a cruise ship that went out, stopped in Alaska for some excursions, and one of the excursions was a sightseeing tour, and both of the aircrafts collided. Which, to me, makes me think of how overcrowded our airspace is. It made me think of like taking trains and stuff instead of flying everywhere, because other countries, their transportation system, like their ground transportation system, is bomb. They have these things called high-speed trains that travel at like 150, like 100, 200 miles, like 150, 200 miles per hour. And I watched this whole like little mini documentary on YouTube that was saying that like the United States doesn't have stuff like that because GE and like all the car companies and like gasoline and oil corporations bought out all of the trains, like straight up like bought trains to put these train companies out of business. So now you're left with like Amtrak. And a bunch of Americans with like very private land that now these corporations are having to go in and try to buy land out so they could build a railroad through the backyard to make it easier for people to get from point A to point B. Which is a whole nother can of worms on its own. Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Got wings if you want.
I got pad thai. What kind of wings do you have?
I don't know. Laotian wings. They're just like, they're pretty plain wings. They're good. They're just like plainish.
Okay.
Oh, are you filming?
I was.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, let me pretend to be the boyfriend.
Watching that documentary really opened up my eyes to like a lot about the transportation world. Let's see about these wings. Oh, I got my shirt dirty. Couldn't embarrass my people on camera. Well, I'm full. So, until next time.